This is the part 2 of the body cam that I was analyzing. The officer asked him, why didn't you all stop when I called you all? The answer he gave is, we didn't hear you. But the officer yelled, I mean literally, he said, Moscow police, stop. He said it twice. And the boys are pretending they did not hear it. So they came from that direction, because now the officers are taking them towards the undercover cop car. They pointed out that they came from that direction, clearly.
Thank you, just hang up on me.
Oh, hang up?
Yeah, what's under vehicle dispatch? Gotcha.
You
You guys take it off on me?
I didn't hear you, sir. I'm sorry about that.
You all three turned around and I put my flashlight. You said, hey, come here. You guys all turned around and walked away.
I thought it was just like a fake person, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
How
somebody from
many
the
fake
crowd.
people are out here? You guys take it off on me?
I didn't hear you, sir. I'm sorry about that.
You all three turned around and I put my flashlight. You said, hey, come here. You guys all turned around and walked away.
I thought it was just like a fake person, honestly.
Yeah.
Like somebody
How
from
many
the crowd
fake
or
people are
something.
out here?
Some dude from a crowd or something. Someone trying to fuck with us.
Okay, that's fair.
The officer said that I called y'all and I put on my flashlight. The other guy says, one of these 3 boys said, sorry, we thought y'all were some fake cops. That's a bit strange. They were told, Idaho Moscow police, stop. Which fake cops would go around at night yelling for teenagers to stop? They're walking away. The officer flashes his torchlight on them. And they said that we thought you were fake cops.
Is that y'all's car out there? No. Undercover. Well, trying to save gas. We upgraded us for patrol cars. Yeah. You're a hybrid.
Smart move, smart move.
Once dispatch, we can know that actually exists. I'll catch you this up. No worries. You guys over at which department? Joe come from?
I don't know.
Depends us.
I couldn't tell you the number, sir.
Okay. Do you know the person hosting the party?
Submitting that, I think.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you.
You're in the middle. What's your first name?
The officer tells you to give them address. Imagine that. Or do you know the person who hosted the party? And imagine you say, one says, I don't know. The other one says, I can't remember. The third one is the one who said it was over there. Then he asks them, do you remember who hosted the party? One says, I couldn't tell you that. There's the one in the left corner. The one in the other corner with his hands folded says, I think his name was Matt. That's a red flag. They just came from a party, or they just came from a house, or they came from wherever they came from. If they were genuine and honest, they would have said automatically, yeah, I came from flat 17 in that road, or just say Linda Lane Road, or this or that, or Kings Road or Queens Road. But all three of them did not know which address they came from. They did not know who was hosting the party. But one said, I think his name was Matt. Pay attention to how they're standing. They all seem to be standing in a very defensive mode. One has his hands crossed. He had it almost throughout the whole police body cam. The other one has his hands in his pocket. So does the other one. You have someone wearing a Van Nuys shoes here. That's a proper Van. This one in the middle is very nervous. Look at how he twists his leg or his foot. That's a sign of stress, nervousness, not all the time, but quite often. And I'll show you, he curves his leg or his foot even more. The one in the corner is the one that I'm really analyzing. Because, not only because of the Van shoes, the way he's standing, the whole body cam video, you can see his breathing is heavy. The one in the middle, his biggest red flag is not only the way he's standing and he has his hands in his pocket, he's wearing a black sunglasses on. Usually, when you're stopped by police, whether they're undercover police or whether they're normally uniformed police, obviously, anxiety and fear goes through you, especially when you know you're doing something wrong and the police have stopped you. But not to stop when the police has clearly told you to stop is illegal. It's a crime. That means you have something to hide. It wasn't the drinking that they were scared of. I personally don't believe that was only the reason. It was because of wherever they came from. Something is not right about this clip. The one who's wearing the Van Nuys shoes, his pant looks really stained with something. Doesn't even look like the clothes belongs to him, to be honest. These guys are too lightly dressed for winter. Winter was coming. It was the 13th of November. It started snowing the day after, or within 2 days of the crime. I'll play the clip. Just pay attention to their movements. They seem to be very anxious for whatever reason. Look at his pants. I really can see a lot of stains at the lower side of his pants, everything. There's something not right here. It looks kind of reddish, honestly. The one scratching his hair, putting his hood on. He's covering his neck, the one in white. This one is just, the one in the middle is moving from side to side. All of them look nervous to me, all three of them. But the two in the shirt it's very obvious that they're nervous. It's quite because the police is obviously writing down their details, date of birth and all that. So that's the right thing to do. It can't be on the body cam. That looks like a female pants, the one in the corner. They can't even stand straight. I do understand they've been drinking.
Nothing. Got your brake mask on fit now. Get an alcohol offense case.
Look at his pants. It looks like it's stained. Just pay attention to the one in the middle, his pants. I don't think it's the design of the pants, like if it has patterns and all. I don't think so. It looks very stained. But I don't know stained of what. Now you can see what I'm talking about. Look at his knees. For me, that looks like blood. I can take it from all directions and you see that is not normal. Why does the middle one have sunglasses on? This one has Van Nuys shoes on. The Van shoes. The middle one has a glove on, a black glove. He has sunglasses on. They refuse to stop at the police stop. So what is going on with this police undercover stop? And then you have the black jacket. That is Maddie, allegedly his jacket. We saw the detectives coming the next day, searching through the pockets and throwing it back in the bushes. These three students need to be investigated. And then we have the 4 figures at 3:17 or 3:12 running behind, running towards the Sigma Chi. I think these 3 boys come from another fraternity. Doesn't matter because they all are students, and I want to know what is going on in this body cam. The shirt is much smaller than him. You can see the middle one with the black glove on. Don't know what is going on there. A black glove was found in the scene. And the van shoe's footprint was found in front of Dylan's room. So I'm asking directly, where did these 3 boys come from? Did they come from a party? Allegedly? Did they come from a crime scene? Allegedly. The one in the corner with the stained pant on is quite tall. In fact, they all 3 are very tall. What did Dylan see in the... Did she really see BK? Because she said she saw a man with a black mask on and black clothing. But that is according to Dylan Mortensen, the victim, or the surviving roommate, or the witness. We can call her whatever we feel like calling her, I guess. Is Dylan's statements correct? Could she have known the killers or the killer? Could she be covering up for someone? The coroner pronounced the deaths after 2 a.m. Kaylee, his phone went off around 3. Or we don't know if she switched it off. The person who allegedly committed these horrific crimes could have had Kaylee's phone. It's very strange because Kaylee and Maddie made 10 calls together on both their phones to Jack D. Where did these boys come from? The Sigma Chi and the fraternities were under investigation the first 2 weeks. Xana and Eaton, both of them, and Bethany Funk were at the Sigma Chi party. There was a lot of fiction and a lot of anger going on, I believe, between some of the boys, because there was a fight in Sigma Chi that night. The police was called. That's on Inside Edition. You can see that. And we had Brian Entin telling us that a call was made to the police at 3:01. Bethany Funk, BF, is an important witness because she was at the party that night. Look at how nervous these 3 boys look. Look at their hands. They all are covering their hands for whatever